In that building alone, you know, there's ADA issues, there's safety issues. Some may say, looking at the building from the outside, it seems fine. Why can't we stretch this, kick this can down the road? Number one, the condition of the building is going to require significant dollars put into it in the next couple of years. We'll be fortunate to make that building last the next couple of years. We have a boiler that's the last one of its kind in the country that has to be replaced. That's over $1 million to replace that alone. We have a roof that's been leaking for countless years and constant issues there that we would need to replace. And then it's been estimated if we were to just kick that can down the road for the next 5 years, it would cost us approximately $15 to $20 million, maybe even $25 million in just repair costs, bringing in pods to deal with the additional student enrollments, fixing things like air conditioning, the roof, the boiler. All of that could literally be, you know, $20, $25 million. And we also know inflation, or as they refer to it, escalation costs. Those are generally speaking around 6% a year across the country. I think in North Dakota, I would bet that they're even higher than that. But even if you're conservative and you estimate 6% over the next 5 years, that's 30%. So a $100 million high school today, if you wait 5 years, could add another $30 million just alone to that project, on top of the $25 million that we would spend on repairing the existing building. I'm not so confident that spending $55 million or so to kick this can down the road 5 years would be a very wise financial decision and supported by our community.
The other huge risk is escalated costs in the future, but also this school is just going to be busting at the seams. But I just think if we want to be proud of what we are doing for public education, I really feel that a new school is a necessity at this point in time. Now, obviously I wouldn't have said that 20 years ago or 37 years ago when I started here. This was a relatively new facility, but it's outgrown its use.
To develop relationships with our students, we need our classes smaller. Right now, our classrooms are small. They have 30 to 35 little desks in there, sitting very close to each other. We need space to provide that live experience, and for us to have those students working in teams together. Without the space, we can't, it's really difficult to create those experiences.
One of our biggest issues we have right now is the layout of our buildings and the pods that we have is they're really segregated. I mean, you don't see a lot of students able to commingle or to be around a central point. I mean, we have a very small space, which is considered sort of our common space. We can't even fit one grade band in that common space at a time.
We need a new phone system. We truly do. We need a new PA system. All of our stuff is extremely old. And it's my understanding the amount of money to implement a new system is relatively high. So it's my understanding I can't justify that, but maybe with a new building we can incorporate those things that we need.
Well, we don't have computer labs anymore because those are used for classrooms. So we just have portable carts with computers. So that'd be really nice to actually have a full functional computer lab. The lunchroom is super tiny and it's long lines. Can't really move around. Those of us who can leave for lunch, it's not as bad, but the parking lot can be an issue.
Well, as I remember, my fellow teachers, I was in the English department, had no idea of what the school looked like. We were told that we would love it. We were told that we weren't going to have windows. We were told we were going to love it. We were really disappointed. A classroom without windows is pretty depressing. It's depressing for the teacher. I think it's depressing for the students. And as much as I loved teaching here, I had 25 happy years here. The school left much to be desired.
Obviously, in the athletic side of things, we have teams right now that are practicing at 6 in the morning. Some are practicing at 8, 9 o'clock at night even. It's unfortunate that we have to have kids get up in the morning. In the wintertime, it gets difficult with the weather, cars starting, but being on the road in the morning in the dark and the cold. And space for athletics is one area that we're really limited in. And but we're also limited in, we're in the auditorium right now. We're limited in the space for our drama and our music and our choir and things like that, and our band, just to be able to perform in front of our community and the peers at Dickinson High School.
We really appreciate you being an informed voter and encourage you to remain informed, ask questions. The school board will be active in providing information. I encourage you to and hope to see you out to vote on May 7th.